All right, good evening. Welcome into Jammin' Sports, everybody, as we have more baseball for you tonight. Game 6 of the National League Championship Series. It'll be the Atlanta Braves at the Los Angeles Dodgers. Will be from Dodger Stadium here. The Dodgers lead this best of 7, 3-2. The Dodgers can wrap it up tonight, or we can have a Game 7 tomorrow night. Over on the American League side, on the left hand of the bracket there, the Red Sox the other night defeated Cleveland to sweep that series, 4-0. The Red Sox are in the World Series as the American League champion, still waiting to find out who they'll play. The Dodgers can wrap it up tonight, or we'll have a Game 7 tomorrow. And if there is a Game 7, it'll be at 8 o'clock tomorrow night, Eastern Time. We'll have college football doubleheader after this tonight. More on that later. Let's head out to Dodger Stadium for this one here at Jammin' Sports. Your lineups for tonight. Jammin' Sports presents Game 6 of the National League Championship Series between the Atlanta Braves and the Los Angeles Dodgers, live from Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Dodgers lead the best of 7, 3-2. Game 6 of the National League Championship Series up next here at Jammin' Sports. The starting pitcher for L.A., Oral Hershiser. The Dodgers can either wrap it up with a win, or the Braves can force a Game 7. Leading off for Atlanta, the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Live from Dodger Stadium, we're about to get started. Here we go. First pitch, in there for a strike. Counts 0-1 to Harris. The pitch by Hershiser. Outside, the count goes to 1-1. And now the 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1. And now the 2-1 pitch. In there for a strike. They'll even the count at 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Struck him out looking for out number 1. One down for the Braves here at the top of the first. Next up, the DH, Chipper Jones. One out, base is empty. Jones, a ground ball, fielded by Reese, throws to first for the out. Nice play by Pee Wee Reese at short. 2 down. The Braves starting lineup. It's the same as it's been all postseason. Next up, the right fielder, Hank Aaron. 2 quick outs for the Braves here in the top of the first. Nobody on base. And Hank Aaron at the plate. Here's the pitch. He rips it foul down the line. Count goes to 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch. Down low, that'll even the count at 1-1. And now the 1-1 pitch. Fouls that one off. And the count goes to 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. And now the 1-2 pitch. Rips it foul again. Count remains at 1-2. I think Evil Dead has joined us. He hasn't said anything yet, but I think he's joined us. Here's the 1-2. And that's going to be fouled off. Either Evil Dead or Sports Davis has joined us, either one. They haven't said hi yet. Here's the 1-2. Fouls it off. Count remains at 1-2 to Hank Aaron. And now the 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2-2. Aaron hanging in there. Now the 2-2 count. Ball 3, full count to Aaron. And now the 3-2 pitch. Fouls it off, stays alive at the plate. Count remains at 3-2. Three-two pitch. Aaron fouls it off, stays alive. Count remains at 3-2. It's a long at bat. And now the 3-2 pitch. Struck him out. 3 up, 3 down at the end of a half inning. No score. NLCS Game 6 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the first inning. And the starting pitcher for the Braves will be John Smoltz. Leading off for the Dodgers, the second baseman, Jackie Robinson. Robinson will step in. Bottom of the first inning, no score. And the first pitch by Smoltz. Outside, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. And now Smoltz taking his time. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And Robinson grounds it to Matthews at third, who makes the play. So Robinson grounds out to third base for out number 1. There's the Dodgers starting lineup tonight. Next up, the shortstop, Pee Wee Reese. One out, base is empty. The Braves won Game 5 last night, 1-0, a low-scoring game. In their first strike, 0-1 to Reese. All the games in this series have been relatively low-scoring games. Here's the 0-1. Big swing and a miss. 0-2 to Reese. And now the 0-2 pitch. Down low, 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 out, base is empty. And now the 1-2 pitch. In the dirt.
2-2.
That'll even the count at 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch.
Nope. Stop.
Ball 3 up high. Full count now to Reese at 3-2. 3-2 pitch. And he fouls that off down the line. Count remains at 3-2. 1 out, base is empty. 3-2 pitch. And he fouls that one off into the dugout. And the count remains at 3-2. A long at bat for Reese. 3-2 pitch. Fouls that one off. Reese staying alive. Smoltz throwing a lot of pitches here. And now the 3-2. Fouls it off. Count remains at 3-2. And the pitch by Smoltz struck him out for out number 2. It took a lot of pitches, but he finally did. 2 down for the Dodgers now, here in the bottom of the first inning. Mike Piazza up next, the catcher. Outside, 1-0. Two outs, base is empty. And now the 1-0 pitch. Pops it up out of play. That'll even the count at 1-1. The Dodgers lead it 3-2. Up high, 2-1. The Dodgers can wrap it up tonight, or the Braves can force a Game 7 tomorrow. Here's the 2-1. Piazza pops it up. Torrey's going to go back and makes the play for the final out. At the end of 1 complete, no score, here in Game 6 of the NLCS, here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. We go to the top of the second. The Japanese import, Sadaharu Oh, the first baseman, will lead things off for the Braves. Oral Hershiser on the mound. Here's the pitch.
No, that missed.
Down low, 1-0.
1-0.
Neither team has a hit yet. Here's the 1-0 pitch.
That's the ball.
2-0. In the first inning, it was 3 up, 3 down for both teams. Counts 2-0 to 0. Two-0 pitch. Loops it over to Guerrero, who makes the play. And grounds out to third for out number 1. Pedro Guerrero making the play at third base. 1 down for the Braves here in the top of the second. Eddie Matthews, the third baseman for Atlanta, will step up. 1 out, base is empty. The pitch by Hershiser. In there for a strike. Smoltz and Hershiser. This is going to be a pitcher's duel. You just know it. And now the 0-1 to Matthews. Down low, 1-1. And now the 1-1 pitch. Fouls it off. Count goes to 1-2 to Matthews. If there's a Game 7, it'll be tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Eastern. Here's the 1-2. Big swing and a miss. Struck him out for out number 2. 2 down for the Braves here in the top of the second. Next up, the left fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. As we watch the replay of the strikeout. And now Yellow Shoes, Acuna Jr. will step up. 2 outs, bases empty. Outside, 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. Outside, 2-0. We're at Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. The Dodgers are the 1 seed. The Braves are the 5 seed. And now the 2-0 pitch. Down the line, but foul. Counts at 2-1 to Acuna Jr. The 2-1 pitch. And that's ripped down the left field line, but foul. And that'll even the count at 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch. A ground ball. Hershiser knocks it down. Nobody's covering the bag. Everybody's safe. Some miscommunication between Hershiser and Hodges. They're going to call that an infield single. So Acuna Jr. safe at first. They try to pick him off. It doesn't work. Johnny Logan now will come up, the shortstop. Yeah, he hit his foot. Infield single. They throw to first, not in time. So the first base runner of the night is aboard for the Braves here in the top of the second. Pitch to Logan, in there for a strike. And the count goes to 0-1. They throw to first, not in time. Meanwhile, the count is still 0-1. The pitch, that's in there for a strike. That was a fastball, plain and simple. Count 0-2 now to Logan. Oh, 2 pitch. Outside, 1-2. Hershiser trying to retire the side in the inning. One-two pitch. Popped it up. Hodges at first will make the play for the final out. At the end of 1.5, we still have no score here in Game 6 of the NLCS here at Jammin' Sports. Thank you, Evil Dead. Johnny Logan, 51-63. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Duke Snyder, the center fielder, will step up. Evil Dead, my director of information and pronunciation. So Snyder will step up. In there for a strike. John Smoltz still on the mound for the Braves. And now the 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out, nobody on. 1-1 pitch. In there for a strike, 1-2. It's going to be one of those games. Got 2 really good pitchers.
No, that's out.
Outside, 2-2. He's probably on the team because he was part of the World Series team. And now the 2-2. Up high, 3-2. And now the 3-2 pitch. Ball 4. And the Dodgers get their first base runner of the night. Snyder is aboard. And now the third baseman, Pedro Guerrero, will step up with nobody out and a runner on first. In there for a strike, 0-1. Guerrero really struggling at the plate this postseason, hitting 103. Here's the 0-1. Inside, 1-1.
1-1.
He probably does. That's why he's hitting 103. And that's going to be fouled down the right field line. And the count goes to 1-2. It's hard to have a good batting average when you're constipated. And now the 1-2 pitch. Swung and struck him out. 1 down for the Dodgers. Here in the bottom of the second inning. And now the Dodger DH will come up next. Eddie Murray. I like Eddie. He was a great player for the Orioles and the Dodgers. Here's the pitch. Inside, 1-0. He hit over 500 home runs in his career, Eddie Murray. That's an accomplishment. Counts 1-0 to Murray. They throw to first. Snyder's back in time. 70s film star. You mean an adult film star, right? Here's the 1-0.
That's the ball.
Low and outside, 2-0, or low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes to Murray. 2-0 pitch. Low and inside, 3-0.
3-0.
Smoltz having a little bit of trouble here. Oh no. If she was around, I'll let you know. 3-0 pitch. A ground ball to Logan. They're going to turn 2. They get the double play. And that'll end the inning as Eddie Murray grounds out into a double play. No score. NLCS Game 6 here at Jammin' Sports. Yeah, Misty's back here. She didn't hear you, or she didn't hear you. She didn't see it. She can't hear you. We go to the top of the third. Joe Torre, the catcher, will lead things off for the Braves. No score here in the top of the third. Here's the pitch. He went around, strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. Boy, he took a swing at that one. 0-2. Misty says hi. And now the 0-2 pitch. Rips it down the line, but foul. Count remains at 0-2 to Torre. Here's the pitch. Rounds that one up down the third baseline. Count remains at 0-2. It's really a struggle. Outside will be a ball. Count goes to 1-2. Evil Dead said hi. No, to keep his language in check. Here's the 1-2. Fouled off. Count remains at 1-2. Gracie's not in here right now. Well, she'll pop in. And now the 1-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 1-2. One-two pitch. Rips it foul. Count remains at 1-2. One-two pitch. Down low, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, nobody on. Joe Torre at the plate here in the top of the third. And now the 2-2 pitch. Down low. Full count, 3-2. And now the 3-2 pitch. Struck him out looking for out number 1. 1 down for the Braves here in the top of the third. Second baseman Ozzie Albies will come up. In their first strike, 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch. He went around 0-2. It was impressive. That was a great video. And now the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball down the line. And they'll just tag him out. Hodges just tags him out. Two down for the Braves. Center fielder Michael Harris will come up. Two outs, base is empty. Here's the pitch by Hershiser. In their first strike. Count goes to 0-1. 0-1 pitch. Fouls it off. 0-2. And now the 0-2 pitch. And that's hit high in the air. Out to right field. That's off the wall. Betts will track it down. He's going to throw it in. And it's going to be a 2-out double for Harris. It hit the bottom of the wall out in right field. Very nearly a home run. And now the DH, Chipper Jones, will come up. Here's the pitch. A ground ball to Guerrero, who'll throw to first for the out. At the end of 2.5, we remain scoreless Game 6 of the NLCS here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the third inning. The Dodgers still do not have a hit yet. They have base runners, but no hits. Matt Kemp, the left fielder, will lead things off. Smoltz on the mound in their first strike, 0-1. He looks like Opie. And now the 0-1 pitch. Right up the middle, a base hit. Matt Kemp, a leadoff single here in the bottom of the third inning. And the Dodgers now have a runner aboard, but nobody out. The first baseman, Gil Hodges, is up next. As we watch Matt Kemp, a nice swing. And now Hodges will come to the plate with nobody out and a runner at first base. Pitch by Smoltz. Big swing and a miss. Strike one. Oh, one pitch. There goes the runner. Kemp down the second. He's safe. Stolen base for Matt Kemp. And the Dodgers now have a runner in scoring position at second base with nobody out. I'll tell you in just a sec. Hodges 0-2. Here's the pitch. Swung and struck out. I've been watching the videos closely that have somewhere close to 8-minute quarters in the whole game on video. And then I'm looking at the halftime score and then looking at the final score to make sure there's not a pattern like we saw with 24. And so far, I'm not seeing one. Mookie Betts, the right fielder, rips one down the line. Oh, can't get a handle on it. Throws to Smoltz, covering the bag for the out. Meanwhile, Matt Kemp moves down to third base. It'll be a sacrifice for Betts. And Kemp now at third base with two outs. So far, with all the videos I've watched, I do not see a pattern. And there's quite a few on there right now. Jackie Robinson, the second baseman, comes up to bat. Inside, 1-0. So, oh yeah, just go to YouTube and type in Madden 25 CPU versus CPU. There's a bunch. And now the 1-0 pitch. 2-0. In fact, there's one guy on YouTube that has simulated all of week number 1 of the NFL season. All 16 games. Here's the 2-0 pitch. In their first strike, 2-1. So he's given me a large sample size to look at. Plus there's others on there. And now the 2-1 pitch. Inside, 3-1. 3 balls and a strike to Robinson. Three-one pitch. Ball 4. And the Dodgers now have runners at first and third. 2 outs though. Pee-wee Reese comes up, the shortstop. A chance for the Dodgers now to get on the board if Reese can get a base hit. Runners at first and third. Robinson at first, Kemp at third. Reese at the plate. Here's the pitch. Inside, 1-0. A walk will load the bases. And now the 1-0 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Game 6 of the NLCS. Dodgers can advance with a win, or the Braves can force a Game 7. Here's the 1-1. Outside, 2-1. And now the 2-1 pitch by Smoltz. Inside, 3-1. I can see it now. Load them up, and Piazza hits a home run. I can just see it. The 3-1 pitch. A ground ball to third base. Matthews gets the force out, and that'll end the inning. Dodgers threaten but don't score. Scoreless after 3. Game 6 of the NLCS here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the 4th, leading things off for the Braves. The right fielder, Hank Aaron. Hammer and Hank. Big swing and a miss. Strike 1. And now the 0-1 pitch. Rips it into left field. The base hit. Kemp will throw it in. A leadoff single for Aaron, here in the top of the 4th. First baseman Sadaharu O comes up with a runner on first, nobody out. Inside, 1-0. The Boston Red Sox have already won the American League Championship. They swept Cleveland 4-0. They're still waiting to see who they'll play. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Outside, 2-0. Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. And now the 2-0 pitch. And that's fouled off down the line. And the count goes to 2-1. Two-one pitch. In the dirt, 3-1. Three balls, one strike, nobody out, runner on first. 3-1 pitch. And rips that one into left field. Back-to-back singles for the Braves here in the top of the 4th. He had a bunch. That was over in Japan, but he had a bunch. And now Eddie Matthews, the third baseman, comes up. Still nobody out. Runners at first and second. He went around, strike 1. A chance for the Braves now to take the lead. I have no idea. I don't know how he ended up on the Braves. 0-1 pitch. And it's a ground ball. They're going to turn 2. There's 1, 2. Matthews grounds into the double play. Jackie Robinson starts the double play. Throws to Reese at second. And then down to Hodges at first. Meanwhile, the base runner over at third now. That moves the runner over. 2 outs. And Ronald Acuna Jr. comes up. The left fielder. First pitch outside, 1-0. So Hank Aaron's over at third base now. And now the 1-0 pitch. Up the middle, a base hit. Aaron's going to score. And the Braves take a 1-0 lead. An RBI single for Ronald Acuna Jr. And the Braves go up 1-0. Watch this one again. And now Johnny Logan, the shortstop, will come up. Still 2 outs. Runner on first base. In there for a strike, 0-1. The Braves won last night, 1-0. With Maddox on the hill to take Game 5. And now the 0-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first base. 0-2 pitch. He went around, chased a bad pitch. Ronald Acuna Jr. an RBI single. It gives the Braves a 1-0 lead here in NLCS Game 6 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. The catcher, Mike Piazza, will come up. Facing John Smoltz. Piazza fouls it off. And the count goes to 0-1. Braves lead it 1-0 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Down low, 1-1. Atlanta trying to force a Game 7 tomorrow night. That'd be at 8 o'clock Eastern tomorrow, if there is a Game 7. Dodgers trying to advance to the World Series with a win. Up high, 2-1. And now the 2-1 pitch. And that's fouled off down the line. And the count goes to 2-2 to Piazza. 2-2 pitch. And that's ripped down the line. Count remains at 2-2. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead with you here tonight. Outside, 3-2. Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles on a beautiful night. 3-2 pitch. Swung and struck him out. One down for the Dodgers here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Smoltz so far, he's just mowing him down. Duke Snyder, the center fielder, up next for the Dodgers. 1 out, bases empty. Up high, 1-0. We were talking about this the other night. I would really love to have Ebbets Field in this game and play the Dodgers there. I think that'd be so cool. They need to put it in the game. Here's the 1-0. In their first strike, 1-1. The Dodgers own the rights to Ebbets Field. I don't know why they don't allow them to do it. If that is the case, I don't know if it is. It's a strike. Count goes to 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. Inside, 2-2. I really don't know what the reason is. I hope they eventually put it in here. 2-2. Fouled off. Count remains at 2-2. You got all those other great stadiums from early baseball out east. And that's fouled down the line. You got Shibe Park. You got Old Yankee Stadium in there. You got Forbes Field, Griffith Field, Sportsman's Park, but no Ebbets. As Snyder strikes out for out number 2. 5 strikeouts for Smoltz now. And now Pedro Guerrero, the third baseman, comes up with 2 outs, bases empty. In there for a strike, 0-1. I was thinking last night, another old stadium I'd like to see in there is Old Memorial Stadium in Baltimore. I think that'd be cool. Here's the 0-1.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Count goes to 0-2. He took a big swing. And Smoltz trying for a 1-2-3 inning here. Just missed the corner, 1-2. Braves lead it 1-0 here in the bottom of the 4th. And now the 1-2 pitch. Down low, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. And now the 2-2 pitch. Struck him out looking. At the end of 4 complete. Braves lead it 1-0. Game 6 of the NLCS here at Jammin' Sports. As we go to the top of the fifth, the catcher, Joe Torre, will lead things off for Atlanta. Orel Hershiser still on the mound for the Dodgers. Here's the pitch. Hit high in the air. Kemp going back in left field and makes the play. One down for the Braves here in the top of the fifth. And now the second baseman, Ozzie Albies, will come up. One out, bases empty. Here's the pitch. Inside, 1-0. Yeah, I don't know why it's not in the game. Here's the 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 1-1. They added Comiskey, old Comiskey, in the show 23. It's in 24 as well. And now the 1-1 pitch. Fouls it off. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, bases empty. And the 1-2 pitch to Albies in the dirt, 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And now the 2-2 pitch. Struck him out looking on the inside corner for out number 2. Oh, that was a great pitch. Two down for the Braves here in the top of the fifth. Michael Harris, the center fielder, will come up. And he rips it foul down the third base line. Count goes to 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch. High in the air, out to left field. Kemp going back. Snyder going back. Snyder's going to take it for the final out. At the end of 4.5, Braves lead it 1-0. Game 6 of the NLCS here at Jammin' Sports. That could be Evil Dead. I have no idea. We go to the bottom of the fifth inning. Eddie Murray, the DH, will come up, facing John Smoltz. Inside, 1-0. Dodgers only down 1-0, but we said that all night last night. Here's the pitch. Inside, 2-0. It would be. And now the 2-0 pitch. Popped up. And Logan will make the play at short for the Braves. One down as Murray pops out to short. One down for the Dodgers here in the bottom of the fifth. Matt Kemp, the left fielder, up next. Dodgers need to get something going here, or there's going to be a Game 7 tomorrow. Big swing and a miss, strike one. Count goes to 0-1. Here's the pitch. Make that 0-2. That was right down the pike. And now the 0-2 pitch to Kemp. Inside, 1-2. One-two pitch. Down low, 2-2. Two-two pitch in the dirt. Full count, 3-2. Kemp hanging in there. Here's the 3-2 pitch. High in the air. Out to Harrison, center field. He makes the play for the out. Basket catch. Two down for the Dodgers. And now the first baseman, Gil Hodges, will come up. 2 outs, base is empty. And the pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. I tell you what, Smoltz is just pitching a masterpiece so far. Just like Maddox last night.
That's the ball.
Outside, 1-1. Next pitch is fouled off. Count goes to 1-2 to Hodges. And now the 1-2 pitch. Rips that one foul. Count remains at 1-2. Evil Dead, when did Gil Hodges play? Do you know? I'm thinking it was the 60s. Here's the 1-2. Up high. 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch. Fouls that one off down the third base line. Count remains at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Base is empty. Ground ball to Matthews. He'll pick it up, throw to first for the out. At the end of 5 complete. Braves lead it 1-0 here in Game 6 of the NLCS. Here at Jammin' Sports. Thank you, Evil Dead. I got you. Thank you. We go to the top of the 6th. The DH, Chipper Jones for the Braves. Facing Oral Hershiser. In there for a strike, 0-1. Braves up 1-0 here in the top of the 6th. He fouls that one off. The count quickly 0-2. We will have a couple of college football games for you again tonight. After baseball. Here's the 0-2. Struck him out for out number 1. We'll have Florida at Georgia, and then we'll have Purdue at Washington State. That way we only have to do 6 games on Saturday, instead of our customary 10.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
Hank Aaron comes up. The first pitch is a ball. Count goes to 1-0. 1 out, base is empty for the Braves here in the top of the 6th inning. They lead it 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 1-1. Aaron hits it high in the air, out to center field. Snyder can't get to it, it's gone. A solo shot by Hank Aaron. And the Braves take a 2-0 lead. As the Braves are getting closer to securing a Game 7 tomorrow night. This one just cleared the fence. Let's take another look here. And now Sadaharu O, the first baseman, comes up. 1 out, base is empty. The Braves up 2-0 now. First pitch is a ball. Count goes to 1-0. So Atlanta increases their lead to 2-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 1-1. And now the 1-1 pitch. Inside, 2-1. Two 1 pitch. A ground ball to first. Hodges will take it. Tags the bag for the out. Oh, grounds out to first. 2 down for the Braves. And now the third baseman, Eddie Matthews, will come up. 2 outs, base is empty. The pitch by Hershiser.
That's inside. That's
Inside 1-0. We're at Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. And now the 1-0 pitch. Fouls that one off down the line. And the count goes to 1-1. One pitch. Down low, 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch to Matthews. Swung and missed it. Strike 2. As the count goes to 2-2. Yes, I plan to do at least one Madden exhibition on Saturday. Right up the middle, a base hit, a 2-out single for Matthews. That'll keep the inning alive for the Braves. I'm sorry, Evil Dead, I didn't see your question there until just now. Ronald Acuna Jr., the left fielder, will step up with 2 outs and a runner on first. Big swing and a miss, strike 1. Counts at 0-1. 0-1 pitch.
Ball outside.
Outside, 1-1. Gonsolin and Vesia warming up in the bullpen for the Dodgers. I don't know. I thought about that myself. Here's the 1-1 in the dirt. Count goes to 2-1. Hershiser trying to get the final out. 2-1 pitch. Ground ball to Guerrera. They'll get the lead runner. And that'll end the inning. But Hank Aaron, a solo shot, gives the Braves a 2-0 lead here in Game 6 of the National League Championship Series here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Right fielder Mookie Betts will lead things off for Los Angeles. John Smoltz still on the mound. Braves up 2-0. In their first strike, 0-1.
0-1.
And now the 0-1 pitch. Struck him out. Or strike 2. Yeah, that's a good point. Here's the 0-2. Up high, 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1-2 to count to Betts. I remember when he was on the Mets. Fouled off down the third base line. Count remains at 1-2. One-two pitch. And that's popped up down the line. Nobody can get to it. It'll fall foul. The count remains at 1-2 to Betts. 1-2 pitch. In the dirt. Count goes to 2-2. Betts, the right fielder. Here's the 2-2. Inside. Full count now, 3-2. Full count to Betts. 3-2 pitch. Popped up in the air. And the second baseman, Ozzie Albies, makes the play. One down for the Dodgers. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And now the second baseman, Jackie Robinson, will step up. Mookie Betts didn't play for the Mets. I thought he did. Oh, I know who I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of Mookie Wilson. Never mind. I just had a senior moment. I was thinking of Mookie Wilson. That one's ripped down the line. Home run. Jackie Robinson. A solo shot that gets the Dodgers back in the game. A seeing eye home run right down the line. Gracie's here. Say hi, Gracie.
Hi.
That's right. It's now 2-1 Atlanta, as Robinson gets the Dodgers back in the game. Shorty left the room, Evil did. And now the shortstop, Pee Wee Reese, comes in. Strike one. One out, bases empty for the Dodgers here in the bottom of the sixth. They pulled to within one. Counts 0-1 to Reese. 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1-1. One ball, one strike, one out, bases empty. Braves up 2-1. The pitch by Smoltz. Up high, 2-1. And now the 2-1 pitch. Down low, 3-1. Just one out here in the bottom of the sixth. 3-1 pitch. Ball four. There'll be a one-out walk for Reese. The Dodgers have a man aboard. And Mike Piazza, the catcher, comes up. One out, runner on first base. Let's see Piazza hit one out of here. They throw to first, but Reese is back in time. The pitch. Up high, 1-0. One ball and no strikes to Piazza. One out, runner on first base. They throw to first. Reese back in time. Well, I guess he had a lot to prove, and he proved it. And now the 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 1-1. Sometimes you just never know. Look at Tom Brady. Here's the 1-1. A ground ball picked up by Matthews. He throws to first for the out. It'll be a sacrifice. Reese will move over to second base. And now the Dodgers with a runner on second with two outs. The center fielder, Duke Snyder, will come up. Popped up in the air. Harris comes over in center and makes the play. We've reached the end of six. However, a solo shot home run by Jackie Robinson makes it a 2-1 ball game in favor of the Braves. Game 6 of the NLCS here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the seventh. Shortstop Johnny Logan will lead things off for the Braves as they lead the game 2-1. Hershiser still on the mound for the Dodgers. Here's the pitch. In their first strike, 0-1. Yep, Evil Dead, you could have been the greatest player ever. Here's the 0-1. Up high, 1-1. Speaking of the greatest player ever, the other day, I was watching The Natural. I love that game. I love that movie. Hodges will take it. Steps on the bag for out number one. As Logan grounds out to first. The Natural with Robert Redford. Great movie. One down for the Braves here in the top of the seventh. Joe Torre, the catcher, comes up. First pitch is a ball. The count goes to 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 1-1. One ball, one strike, one out, base is empty. The 1-1 pitch. A check swing off the handle. Robinson will field it, throws to first for the out. So Torrey grounds out to second. 2 down for the Braves here in the top of the 7th inning. And now the second baseman, Ozzie Albies, will step up with 2 outs and bases empty. Pitch by Hershiser. In their first strike, 0-1.
0-1.
And now the 0-1 pitch. Hits one high in the air. Out to right field, and Betts will get under it and make the final out. At the end of 6.5, the Braves still lead it 2-1. Game 6 of the NLCS here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Braves lead it 2-1 here in Game 6. Pedro Guerrero, the third baseman, will lead things off for Los Angeles. John Smoltz still on the mound. Ball 1. I had heard that story before. Craig Kimbrell and Raisel Iglesias warming up in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Here's the 1-0. Fouled off down the first base line. Count goes to 1-1. I'd heard that before. And now the 1-1. Outside, 2-1. That's a shame. 2-1 pitch. And that's ripped in the center field. Guerrero, and that might go all the way to the wall, very nearly. Guerrero going for 2. Nope, yep, he's safe. A leadoff double here in the bottom of the 7th for Pedro Guerrero. Remember now, the Dodgers become National League champions if they win this game. It will advance to the World Series. They lead this best of 7, 3-2. And that's it for Smoltz. He pitched a good game so far. Shame to bring him out, but I'm not the manager. Let's see who they bring in. Probably Kimbrell. Nope, Glavine. Oh, boy. Boy, the Braves have a lot of pitchers they can fall back on. Smoltz, Maddox, and now Glavine. You know you're loaded when Glavine comes out of the bullpen. Eddie Murray will come up, the DH. Nobody out, runner on second base. The Dodgers trying to tie it up. Murray pops it up. Hank Aaron in right field makes the play for out number 1. And Guerrero holds up at second base.
Now left fielder, Matt Kemp.
And now the left fielder, Matt Kemp, will come up. 1 out, runner on second base. Braves lead it 2-1. The pitch. Fouls it off. Count goes to 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch. It's a ball. Count goes to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Guerrero at second base. Kemp at the plate. Here's the 1-1. Kemp fouls it off down the first base line. And the count goes to 1-2. One-two pitch. And that's ripped in the center field. Guerrero comes around. We have a tie ball game. An RBI single for Matt Kemp. And Game 6 is now tied at 2 apiece. An RBI single for Matt Kemp. Right up the gut. And now Gil Hodges, the first baseman, comes up. They throw to first. Kemp's back in time. 1 out, runner on first. Hodges at the plate. Here's the pitch. Outside, 1-0. Dodgers trying to come back and win it and make it to the World Series. The 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 1-1. The old split screen. And now the 1-1 pitch by Glavine. On the outside corner, 1-2. Crowd didn't like that. I thought it was outside. They throw to first. Kemp back in time. One-two pitch. High in the air. Coming in, Harris on his horse. And he makes the play for out number 2. Hodges flies out to center. 2 down for the Dodgers here in the bottom of the 7th. And now Mookie Betts, the right fielder, will come up with 2 outs and a runner on first base. Let's see if Mookie can hit one out of here. Pitch by Glavine. Outside, ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
The 1-0 pitch. And that's fouled off. That'll even the count at 1-1. One pitch. In there for a strike, 1-2. They throw to first. Kemp gets back. The count remains at 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 1-2. One-two pitch. High in the air, out to Aaron in right field. Aaron going back and makes the play for the final out. But the Dodgers, they scored 2. Matt Kemp, an RBI single. At the end of 7, we're tied here in Game 6 of the NLCS here at Jammin' Sports.
Your attention, please.
Alex Vesia will come in to pitch for the Dodgers here in the top of the 8th inning. We're tied at 2. If the Braves win, there's a Game 7 tomorrow. If the Dodgers win, they're in the World Series. Vesia on the mound. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. One-0 pitch. Inside, 2-0. Two-0 pitch. Fouls it off, 2-1. Two-one pitch. Outside, 3-1. 3 balls and a strike to Michael Harris. Nobody out, nobody on here at the top of the 8th. We're tied at 2. The pitch by Vesia. It's a strike. He went around. Full count, 3-2. And now the 3-2 pitch. Popped up. Kemp comes in left field and makes the play for the out. 1 down for the Braves here in the top of the 8th. Chipper Jones, the DH, will come up. If there is a Game 7, it'll be tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern. if there is no Game 7, we're going to take tomorrow night off if there's no game tomorrow.
No, that's in.
Inside 1-0. If the Dodgers win, we're going to take tomorrow off, and I'll be off Friday as well. I got a football game on Friday on the radio. I want to work on rosters tomorrow night if I can. Here's the 1-0 pitch.
Did he go?
He went around 1-1. And now the 1-1 pitch.
Ball, low.
Outside 2-1. Two-one pitch. Popped it up. Robinson comes in from second base. Calls everybody off and makes the play. Chipper Jones pops out to second. 2 down for the Braves here in the top of the 8th here at Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. And now Hank Aaron, he had a solo shot. His last at bat. 2 down, bases empty. The pitch by Vesia. Up high, 1-0. One 0 pitch. Down low, 2-0.
Down, ball.
And now the 2-0 pitch. Pops it up. Snyder out in center field. Makes the play for the final out. At the end of 7.5, we're tied at 2. Game 6 of the NLCS here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Second baseman Jackie Robinson. He'll lead things off. He had a home run the last time he came up. Outside, ball 1. The Dodgers looking to take the lead here. And they're going to try to wrap this one up if they can tonight. Here's the 1-0. Robinson out into center, but Harris gets there and makes the play for the Braves. Michael Harris. 1 down for the Dodgers. Base is empty. Now the shortstop, Pee Wee Reese, will come up. The pitch by Glavine. In there for a strike, 0-1.
No ball, 1 strike.
No balls, 1 strike, 1 out, base is empty. And the pitch by Glavine. Swung for strike 2. And the count goes to 0-2. 0-2 pitch. Inside, way inside, 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 1-2 to Pee Wee. Pee Wee Reese. And now the 1-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 1-2. One-two pitch. Struck him out for out number 2. He took a big swing. 2 down for the Dodgers here in the bottom of the 8th. And now the catcher, Mike Piazza, will come up to face Glavine. Here's the pitch. Outside, 1-0. Maybe Piazza can hit one out of here. He's about due. And now the 1-0 pitch. Fouls it off down the line, drifting down the third base line, out of play. Count goes to 1-1. Misty's here. Say hi, Misty. There you go. Here's the 1-1. A ground ball. Right to O. He makes the play himself. At the end of 8 complete, we're tied at 2. We go to the 9th inning here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the 9th.
The first baseman.
Here in Game 6 of the NLCS. Sadahara O will lead things off, the first baseman for the Braves in a tie ball game. The pitch. Up high. Ball one. Braves trying to force a Game 7. Here's the 1-0. Up high, 2-0. Alex Vesia on the mound for the Dodgers. And now the 2-0. In there for a strike, 2-1. And now the 2-1 pitch. Outside, 3-1. Three balls and a strike to O with nobody out, nobody on. 3-1 pitch. Strike two. Got a full count. Three-two pitch. Ball four. A leadoff walk for the Braves here in the top of the ninth. Vesia says, my bad. Eddie Matthews, the third baseman, will come up now. Nobody out, runner at first base. A chance for the Braves to take the lead. Down low, 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. Fouls that one off down the first base line. They'll even the count at 1-1. We're in the ninth inning, tied at 2. One pitch. Outside, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And now the 2-1 pitch. Up high, 3-1.
3-1.
The Dodgers going to let this one slip away here if they're not careful. The count to Matthews is at 3-1. Here's the pitch. It's in there for a strike. Full count, 3-2. A strikeout here would be huge. Three-two pitch. Ball four. Back-to-back walks. And the Braves have runners at first and second with nobody out. And now Andrew Jones will come in at second base to pinch run. Ronald Acuna Jr. now comes to the plate with nobody out and a runner on second. Actually, Jones is at first base. O is at second. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Infield fly rule. Vesia makes the play anyway. One down. And that's big. Now a double play can get the Dodgers out of the inning. Johnny Logan, the shortstop, comes up now with one out, runners at first and second. Inside, 1-0. Crowd didn't like that. One 0 pitch. He went around, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners at first and second for the Braves. We're in the top of the ninth. We're tied at 2. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. They're going to try to turn. Well, they get 1. They couldn't get 2. They get Johnny Logan at first. It'll be a sacrifice that moves both runners over. And now we have a new pitcher coming in, Tony Gonsolin. And now the Braves have runners at second and third with 2 outs. O's at third, Jones at second. And coming up, Joe Torre, the catcher. Dodgers trying to get out of the inning without giving up a run. And now the pitch by Gonsolin. Fouled it off, strike one. Count goes to 0-1. Top of the ninth. Here in NLCS Game 6. The 0-1 pitch. Up high, 1-1. Crowd didn't like that. That looked like a strike to me. And now the 1-1 pitch. Torrey hits one a ton. Snyder goes back. And that's going to be off the wall. It's going to score a run. It's going to score 2 runs. Joe Torrey, a 2-out double. And the Braves take a 4-2 lead. Here in the 9th inning. A 2-run shot by Torrey. A 2-run double. And now the second baseman, Ozzie Albies, will come up. Braves now lead at 4-2. In there for a strike, 0-1. Braves trying to force a Game 7 tomorrow. Oh, 1 pitch. Fouls it off. Count goes to 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. Did he go around? No. Counts at 1-2 to Albies. 2 outs. Runner at second base. And now the 1-2. Fouled off. Count remains at 1-2 to Albies. One-two pitch. Popped up, out of play. Count remains at 1-2. One-two pitch in the dirt, 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch. Albies pops it up. Snyder in center field comes over and makes the final out. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Joe Torrey, a 2-run double, gives the Braves a 4-2 lead. NLCS Game 6 here at Jammin' Sports.
Your attention, please.
A.J. Minter will come on to pitch for the Braves here in the bottom of the ninth. The Dodgers need 2 to tie, 3 to win. Down 4-2, or there'll be a Game 7 tomorrow night. Ron Gatt now at third base for the Braves. And now Duke Snyder, the center fielder, will come up. The pitch by Minter. Inside, 1-0. Dodgers need 2 to extend the game, 3 to win it. Counts 1-0 to Snyder. 1-0 pitch. Big swing and a miss, strike one. That'll even the count at 1-1. One pitch. Oh, he fouls it off, 1-2. Tried to check his swing, but the ball hit the bat. And now the 1-2 pitch. Rips it foul. Count remains at 1-2 to Duke Snyder. One-two pitch. Struck him out looking for out number 1. 1 down for the Dodgers. Here in the bottom of the ninth. And now the third baseman, Pedro Guerrero, comes up. He had a double earlier tonight. 1 out, bases empty. Dodgers down by 2. The pitch by Minter. In the dirt, 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. Up high, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes, 1 out, bases empty. 2-0 pitch to Guerrero. That's a strike. Count goes to 2-1. Dodgers down to the last 2 outs here. 2-1 pitch. In there for a strike, 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch. Pops it up. Aaron comes in at right and makes the play for out number 2. Dodgers are down to their last out here in Game 6.
Now the designated hitter.
And the DH is up next, Eddie Murray. 2 outs, bases empty. Murray will come up. Minter trying to get the Braves to a Game 7. Murray pops it up. Who's going to make the play? Albies. And the Braves win the game, and we'll see you tomorrow night for a Game 7. Braves win it 4-2. This best of 7 is now tied at 3 games apiece. Game 7 tomorrow night. Learn more about the show. Go online to theshow.com. Once again, your final score, the Braves take it 4-2 over the Dodgers to force a Game 7 tomorrow night. That'll be at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. We hope to see you then. Coming up next, a college football doubleheader here at Jammin' Sports.